Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to be showing you how to make one of Boone's all-time favorites. We are making creamy, rich, delicious scalloped potatoes, and we're not going to work very hard to do it. All right, let's cook, y'all. We got a family to feed. So we're starting our scalloped potatoes. A couple ways you can do this. I've got just plain old russet potatoes. You can use Yukon Golds if you want to. I don't have any, so I'm not going to use them. I think this is a little more classic, but they're both delicious, so it doesn't matter, right? So you can cut these very, very super thin with just a knife. That's fine. You can use a mandolin, although I was cooking with somebody who had a really unpleasant mandolin accident a few years ago, and it's kind of turned me off the mandolin forever. Even though I know how to use one, it just freaks me out now. Or you can use a food processor. So that's the first step, is I'm going to take my 4 big old baking potatoes and I'm going to run them through a food processor, and I'm going to get them nice and thin. So I'm not going to make you watch all of that, but I am going to do the first one. Is that going to fit all the way through? Yes. All right, awesome. Oh, no, that's right. Mine doesn't work. Oh, it's got a safety thingy. All right, hang on. We're still going to do the first one. There we go. Has to engage. There we go. Has to engage the safety deal. See, that's all it takes. So by the time we're done, I have lots of these very beautiful, uniform, very thinly sliced potatoes. All right. So give me just a couple minutes. Then these go in the bottom. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay. Have a baking dish that I buttered really well. And I'm just slightly overlapping these in the bottom, just like this. So let me go ahead and slice the rest of my potatoes, because as soon as you've got your first little layer of potatoes in the bottom, you're going to do your next step, which is to give it the ingredients that you're going to use to flavor it and develop that amazing, incredible, creamy background. Now this is a French method, so it involves cream and butter, and I don't want to hear it. I'd rather have a little tiny bit of the real thing than try to torture my food into low fat. Plus I just got back from France, so I kind of have to. Alright, so I'm going to slice the rest of my potatoes, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how we go on to the next step. Alright, so we have our first layer of potatoes in the bottom here of our buttered baking dish. And so what we do here is you lightly, as you go, don't wait until the end, as you go, you lightly season each layer so that every single last bite is amazing. So kosher salt, black pepper, a little minced garlic, just judiciously over the top, and fresh thyme. I'm going to sprinkle that in here. So these are the flavorings that we're going to use for our scalloped potatoes. I don't think you can use too much thyme. I just don't. It's just my personal thing. Love this stuff. All right, and then here I have a 1 3/4 cups of cream and a 1 3/4 cups of half and half. Nope, that's wrong. A 1 3/4 cups of whole milk. Cream and whole milk. So those is go ahead and mix together. Oh, I've got a contractor about to bang on my door. So let's see how fast we can go. All right, so just enough to pretty much cover your layer, okay? And then we're going to repeat. We're going to repeat with the rest of the potatoes, seasoning with the salt and the pepper as we go. And the last thing we're doing here is a little drizzle of melted butter, okay? So I'll come back and show you what everything looks like when we've layered in the rest of these potatoes. Okay, we've got our last layer in. I probably could have done this with just 3 of those great big potatoes. I had a few slices left over. Also, I forgot to mention this. If you want to, peel your potatoes. I had somebody, I was making potato salad on another video, and I had somebody act like it was this giant major moral failing that I chose not to peel them. Holy cow, people. Get upset over other stuff. Alright, so there's the last of our milk and our cream. And last of our kosher salt right over the top. We have our oven preheated to 350 degrees, and we're going to give this, cover it with foil, and then we're going to give it a good 45 minutes minimum. It's probably going to go longer than that. It's probably going to go about an hour, even an hour and 15 minutes if you have an especially big dish. But this is a 7 by 11 casserole dish. All right, and that's what we look like. So cover that with foil, pop it in the oven, and set your timer to 45 minutes. Check on it, and if it's about good to go then, take the foil off and give it another 15, okay? I'll see you on the other side of that. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching, and if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.